Oh, I don't know what was happening there. Sorry, man. Well, I've just realised that that was a thing. How's it going anyway? That might be why nobody stuck around. Yeah, I don't know what was up there. I just had to unplug my mic and plug it back in. Yeah, how's it going anyway? And what hobby are you fancying doing? Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm good. Painting a Necromunda Goliath ganger. Nice. Hope you had a good Christmas, man. We had a good one, just very quiet, which is fine by us. I'm just trying to finish off some Marvel Crisis Protocol minis. I've got about 12 to finish. And there's 5 more coming out in February, so I want to get these finished by that time. Christmas is the same. Cool. Didn't get to go and see my mum because we were quite busy at Lucy's parents, and then it was like 4:30. And my uncle hadn't left my mum, so we didn't want it to be too crowded, and Lucy was in quite a lot of pain as well. So we just says, alright, we'll see you Boxing Day. But then the weather was absolutely horrendous yesterday. So we didn't even leave that. Well, I went out to walk the dog and that was it. Yeah. And you know what? That size one's about knackered. God, this is awful. Speaking of smelling, did you see GW brought out a candle? Oh, Jesus, yeah. Been enjoying playing Necromunda campaign at your local gaming store. Nice. I've still not. I'm still struggling to enjoy 40k. I took a break from it. I've come back. I've played 2 games, and they've been all right. But I'm playing a proper 9th edition mission tomorrow, and honestly, I'm not really looking forward to it. Not the way that I should be. Hey Jan, how's it going, man? Hope you're well. We are working on some more Marvel Crisis Protocol minis. My friend Bryn, who we got into the game. Wow, Big Dino, thank you very much for that raid, man. That is awesome. Thank you so much, man. I hope your stream was good. Thank you very much for that raid. Rumble, thank you for the follow. We are currently working on Quicksilver from Marvel Crisis Protocol, and I'm trying to do them as a little bit of a mix between the MCU version and the comic book version. To show you some other minis that we've finished the other day, we've done Strange Supreme, Thank you very much for the follows, guys. Get a pallet, son. Nope. Nope, I will not get a wet pallet. There is Amazing Spider-Man. And one of my favourites, actually, the Hulkbuster. So, yeah. I've tried wet pallets, I can't get away with them. They're not for everybody. But, yeah. I get a lot of that. People coming here saying, use a wet pallet, use a wet pallet. And it's like, I've tried, I can't get away with it. It's not for me. But anyway, how was your stream? What were you working on? Were you working on some 40k, some Sigmar, or some other miniatures games? Spider looks awesome. Is that part of the diorama they released with Doc Ock? No! There's an issue with that, Jan. It's not released in the UK yet. This is the Amazing Spider-Man that actually comes with Black Cat as a two-piece model set. The one with Doc Ock is a whole diorama as well, and for some reason it's not out in the UK. But America has it, but America hasn't got stuff. For example, Hulkbuster and Miss Marvel aren't out in America, but we've got them. I don't know. Their whole release schedule is all over the place. So I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. But the diorama does look very good, yes. So for those of you that don't know who I am, who have just joined in, thank you very much for joining us. My name is Harry, I'm the Dark Artisan. I primarily do hobby videos and battle reports on YouTube with the occasional stream here on Twitch. Saw the explosion and thought it was part of the die, or your Spidey still looks ace. Thank you very much. No, the explosions are actually on quite a lot of bases. So this is Quicksilver's base. And I haven't glued it to anything yet, but this is Sam Wilson, Captain America's base, which he goes on as well. There's a lot of explosions on a lot of the bases, actually. He's the Iron Man that goes with Hulkbuster, and he's got obviously a crash piece of the Hulkbuster on his base as well. Who else has? Lizard, for example. Water on his base. So, yeah. Oh, the wife's cooking it. Wherever it is, it smells lovely. It smells lovely. Alright, Apothecary White Contrast is the best thing since sliced bread to shade white. So, we're going to use this for the gloves. And his hair. So yeah, Bryn, who we got into Marvel, he's just finished his entire collection, so he's actually painted them faster than us. I don't think he's painted any Sigmar or 40k this year, whereas I've still actually painted some. So the fact that I'm only about 10 models behind, I'm quite happy with, but I would like to get them finished before the new wave comes out in February. Because in February we're getting Colossus and Magic, Rogue and Gambit, and the Juggernaut. Which I'm really looking forward to them. But yeah, a lot of the bases do have explosion pieces on them anyway, like sculpted bases. But I know a lot of people don't like the Marvel miniatures because they feel they're very expensive, and I get why. Like £40 for two models, sometimes up to 50, seems expensive. But when you consider you're paying 25 for a single character from GW a lot of the time, then realistically it's not bad. And of course you get discount at your local as well. I think they're just as equally priced, but you only need 5 or 6 to play a game. You don't need like to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Right, so do we use Iyanden Yellow as a shader for this? Iyanden Yellow is the best thing ever to shade yellows, in my opinion. And most of the yellows on the Marvel miniatures I've done, I've used Avalon Sunset combined with this Iyanden Yellow as a shade. As you can appreciate, there's a lot of bright yellows in the Marvel universe. So we'll let that dry, highlight it back up with some yellow, and then do the tips of it more orange. So whilst he's drying, should we move on to Captain Sam? Nearly finished painting your first squig, went a little mad with the brightness. Jan, my squigs are super bright. I use Electric Blue by Vallejo and Moot Green by GW. It's brighter than it looks on camera. Two-tone between the two of them, so I do mine quite bright, to be honest. Let's have a look. Where is... There he is. So I probably want to do the white or grey bits first. Come on, Lord. The best thing is the AMG website has 3D photographs of all of the models, so it's fantastic. This bright, let's have a look. Wow. Mine's very similar, but I use green on the top. But wow, man, that is fantastic. That's really nice, that, man. And Jan, I'm not following you. I'm ashamed to admit that. Sorry. Yeah, this is fantastic, man. Absolutely. This is the boss, isn't it? He's so cool, man. Really, really like that a lot. But yeah, I went green where you've gone yellow. So yeah, yours is brighter. Don't usually use such a bright palette. My stuff is normally a lot more dank and desaturated. But you know what? Squigs can get away with it, and I think they look really good for it. I think they look really... Squigs are one of them... You can go crazy wacky and they still look really cool. Went off in a different direction and have had a lot of fun with it. Well, as long as you've had fun, that's the main thing. I had a ton of fun when I did my whole Squig and Gloomspite army. Like, they were one of the... I remember when they came out, and I bought them as they came out, right? And I finished painting everything that I'd bought that week by the time the next lot had come out the following week. That's how much fun I had with them. So Lucy got me the Crashed Sentinel terrain piece for Christmas, so I'm hopefully going to get that built and painted up soon, along with I've still got Deadpool's taco truck to paint, and I've actually got the Sanctum Sanctorum down here that I haven't even built yet. I think that's going to have to be pretty high on me to paint list. I wish I'd maybe not glued that shield on, but I seem to remember it's part of the arm or the wing. So which bit of the wing is white? None. Is it silver? Yeah, it is. It's silver. Fair enough. Let's go back to Quicksilver. Right. Double O. Here we go. Eyes. Right, let's change the music as well since that's finished. Oh, there it is. Let's go for Sonic Mania. I love the Sonic Mania soundtrack, man. Jen Wolfie, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're well. We are currently working on Quicksilver for Marvel Crisis Protocol. Right, so if we go back to the base now that that bit's dry, you see Sky Blue White Wolf comes out at den wagging my tail and waves hi. Wagging, nice to meet you. I'm well, thank you for asking. Good, good. Hope you had a good holiday. Like I said, we're working on Quicksilver. He's been on my desk for a little while, but in general, I'm trying to get more of my Marvel Crisis Protocol miniatures finished. My friend who got into the game because of me has pinned his entire collection, so we can't be having that. We need to play a little bit of catch up. I made a start on my Black Templars force yesterday by doing most of Helbrecht. I've still got some of the insignias to do on his shoulders, and I've got his face to finish off. And then obviously I've got the whole base to do. Mechanica Standard, there it is. Let's go with this one, this will be easier. So yeah, because Bryn's finished his whole collection, I want to make a start and try and get mine. I say make a start, like a lot of mine is done, but like I really want to push on and keep up with him. Oh, Doggo's on the landing. I can hear her. You think of painting some Marvel X-Men for me, your collection? There's a new wave of X-Men coming out in February. So in February, there's going to be Colossus and Magic, Rogue and Gambit, and Juggernaut. Lucy actually picked me up the Sentinel Terrain Pack, Crashed Sentinel Terrain Pack, for Christmas, so I've got that to work on. I hear a doggo. Roxy! Roxy! Hello?
She's full of beans, I think, yeah.
Roxy, come here!
Oh, she's spotted shadows.
No. She chases shadows, so if she's seen something, she won't come now. I don't know if you saw as well, but she's actually only got 3 legs. Doesn't stop her. Does not stop her or slow her down. Do 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 do. Actually, I need to paint that drain on there. Yeah, she'd had her leg off about 3.5 weeks when we adopted her. And we let her in the front garden, not thinking for a second, and she just jumped over the fence. She's so loving, right? It's unbelievable. Like, she'll climb up into bed with you on a morning and she'll want to cuddle you so much, like she'll little spoon. But like, you can't teach her any tricks. Like, she's not the most intelligent dog, but she is so loving. When you walk her, like, you can see her wait and she'll sit and wait, and you can see her walk and she'll go. Like, when you get to a road and stuff, like, she can learn that. But Lucy got this, like, little toy thing where you put, like, treats in it and you've got to spin it round. Just spin it over to get it to drop. Could not work it out. Lucy literally sat a piece of chicken on the top of it, so she didn't even have to spin, she could just take the chicken. Couldn't work it out. Couldn't work it out. And there's Quicksilver finished. Do, 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 do. Alright, what have we got that's red? All of the wing, pretty much. I think the next time I stream painting some 40k, I'm going to be working on my Black Templars for sure. I enjoyed Hellbreak, but I really want to get some, like, units done. So that's my plan. I'll probably just do like a 10-man Crusader squad. I've decided what I want to do for the bases. I'm going to mix my own textured paint. And Mitch has very kindly sent me some files to some STLs for like little bits of scatter ruin, so I can print and put on their bases. And then I want to like dust up all of the base and the bottoms of the models and stuff, so they all tie in together. Oh, you can't see under the shield. I was thinking about getting a whole collection so far, my dad and I paint. See how they come out. I'm going to wait for the new stuff to drop. If you just want X-Men, then yes, I would say wait for the new stuff. Obviously pick the other stuff up if you haven't gotten it, like all the other Brotherhood and X-Men stuff for sure. Absolutely pick them up. I liked playing the X-Men, and then we misplaced a ton of cards after one game. So we've lost all the cards for the Asgardians and the X-Men. Thankfully, Bryn just lent us his cards and we've scanned them. I just need to actually print them. But that's why I haven't played any X-Men in a while, to be honest. But we have done some battle reports on our YouTube channel. If I'm honest, I was kind of dreading Sam for like doing 3 very different colours right next to each other, but I think the ones I'm least looking forward to are actually the Wakandans. So Okoye, Shuri and Killmonger. That's going to be a pain. Which reminds me, actually, we're playing 40k tomorrow. Ian's coming around for a game of 40k, providing Big Bad Boris says that we still can. But I need to edit my last game that I haven't finished editing yet. Which was Blood Angels versus Necrons. Like, I want to love 40k again. I don't like the 9th edition missions, and I've been quite open about this. Like, with people that have dropped by, I don't enjoy the 9th edition missions. They are built around what was the ICT, and I don't like it. They're just samey, boring. I agree. I haven't bought any minis since. See, I got into it a while back, probably around then, and I loved it up until like a year ago when 9th edition came out. The core rules for 8th and 9th edition are brilliant, right? It's just the missions, but a lot of the new miniatures are fantastic as well, and I've really enjoyed painting a lot of them. I've got the Sanguinius model for my Blood Angels from Forge World, which was amazing. The Be'lakor model was fantastic to paint, as well as Archaon. Some of the Sylvaneth stuff that I painted for Lucy, like the Alariel, again, amazing model to paint. Just this latest edition of Sigmar and 40k, the missions are they're forcing competitive missions into normal gameplay, which I don't like. But the models are still beautiful and really fun to paint. You see what someone's saying now? Can't wait for the next chapter to prove to see if they get proper competitive tournament rules instead of having to put up with match play. So those wanting competitive are seeing it as still not competitive though. Competitive broke normal players. It's so like match play was fine where it was in 8th edition, Mark. Then you had the ICT missions for competitive play. Fine, go and play them if that's what you want to play. But don't stop the generic guy who goes into the local gaming store once a fortnight, once a month, from playing a matched play game without having to make it competitive. Like, in my opinion, they'd be better off splitting it again. If I get back into it, it'll be Ultramarines for play. All the other races will be collect. Yeah. That was the main reason I haven't got back into the rules. I haven't played in 7 years, and I don't want to step back into and deal with it. So, 8th edition was fine. Like, the core rules of the game are fantastic. And even during 8th edition, the competitive scene was separate to matched play. It's only in 9th edition that generic matched play is now the exact same as the competitive player. Because you're using exactly the same missions and setups. You're doing the whole thing where you score at the beginning of your turn. Like, it was good. And the thing is, 9th edition as a core rule set is a refined 8th edition and is a very good core rule set. The thing that makes 9th edition not fun for me is the missions. Like, at least in 8th edition you had Maelstrom. You could play a random game with your mates. You can't do that now. Didn't do the middle ring. Like, I just wish that Maelstrom was still a thing. And 9th edition would be fine for casual players. I think it needs more than just Maelstrom being a thing to be fine. Army building being too much based on competitive now. To, like, the Poxwalker limits fly. Yeah. Yeah, there's that as well. Yeah, and the whole orc thing, and literally the normal standard of the game is now competitive, and that's what I don't like. His knee pads are white. Damn it. Yeah, I agree, Marcus. Like, the Orc Buggies thing's ridiculous. Like, yeah, limited for competitive player. But, I mean, realistically, is your casual guy who likes playing Orcs gonna run, like, 9 Scrapjets? Probably not. Would they run, like, 1 with the upgrade and then maybe a unit of 3? Possibly. I mean, it's to the point where like I've genuinely considered selling some armies because they're taking up space and I'm never going to use them again. Like the way the Death Watch work now, like just killed my love for the army. Do 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 do. Oh. think I need to avoid 40k for viewings with them putting up a preview too early and it being a Primaris Ancient. Smugrack isn't going to shut up about that one for ages after all the ripping he got for saying they were coming out with a new one for Templars. And then it was the conversion. Yeah, but in fairness, that did look like it should have been a proper model mark. But I get everything you mean, because like I'm bored of looking forward to previews and just being disappointed, and yeah, I'm bored of it. Do 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 do. Blue ring. Only really see my interest being on Titans and Necromunda at this setting. So much variation in Necromunda models and scenery, and Titans are Titans. Yes. I completely understand, Mark. I really do. Should have done the black on the belts first. These glasses are all silver as well, but that needs to be done after I painted in his face, I think. You know what? Let's go and have a look for some scatter terrain for the Black Templars. That one that Mitch sent me looks cool, but it looks like it's too big scale. War Game Ruins. Oh, they might work. they would all be the same, but they look quite big as well. But I can scale them down, that's not an issue. See, like, these are cool, but again, too big to use as scatter terrain on bases. These look better. These look really cool, actually. Oh, I just want to download all of them in one go. I missed the column. Can we go back? There we go. Actually, did that designer have any other stuff? Miniature ruins. That. Just didn't want it on hexagonal bases, but I suppose they could come down. Are they going into my download list? Downloads. Yes, they are, so that's fine. These basic shapes, there's no on them. No. Right, I'm going to head off, guys, because I'm going to see my mother in an hour, and Lucy wants to run in a shop before we go. I'm going to take the dogs, so... Well, we got Quicksilver finished. And we got a good portion of Sam Wilson Captain America done. Let's see, where is... So he actually fits in there. Right, thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Mark, I'll drop you a message later on. Actually, I need your help with something. But yeah, we'll see you again very soon.